Why are you forcing people to vote, whereas you know that their vote does not count? Because last election, we all know how every Nigerian came out to cast their vote, and they used our vote to play football. They gave us the wrong number of votes, even after everybody came out to vote. That means in Nigeria, our vote doesn't count. And then you don't have to force people to come and vote, whereas they know that their vote does not count. Because many people have said that they will never vote in this election, and now you're trying to force them because the one they did, it did not count. You did not count their vote. You just did everything and read the election. Then you expect them to come and vote again and say that it's a must. Just take a listen at this video for the video guys in a minute.
Mark Eset is my name, speaking for the good people of Uyo, who ran Nsiratai and Ibesipositan Federal Constituency. The only state from Akwa Ibom State, the only state you can see in the Nigerian space flying. Mr. Speaker, while I thank you and other sponsors of this bill, that is a good bill, it's a wonderful one, but I have some reservations, Mr. Speaker. We are trying to put something on nothing. It is not the problem mandating citizens to vote. There is no problem making it compulsory for citizens to vote. But a situation where citizens have lost confidence in their vote, it becomes a problem, a very serious problem. And as such, Mr. Speaker, while we are making a law to make voting compulsory, we should also make a law that will make the votes of citizens count. The last election, Mr. Speaker, we can all say without shying from the truth, INEC chairman and all the INEC officers went around the country carrying out campaigns that their vote will count, giving all sorts of promises, and at the end, we saw something else. So while we are the mandatory voting,
point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Let us do the needful.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Adapo.
All right, thank you for also joining us. I mean, you belong to a political party, and I believe that this, of course, directly connects, you as a party member. Looking at this bill and its intention, is this a welcome development?
Let me start by saying, well, since the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, began 2023, I can tell you that there's nothing the Nigerian people has, enjoyed so far. What we've been seeing so far is, repression, sending people to jail here and there. And seeing this coming from the House of Representatives, I think this is unnecessary.
Why is that?
People have the liberty to vote and not to vote. And even though before we start discussing this, we should highlight, the factors that demobilizes people from voting. I think those are the issues we need to tackle first. It is people's right, liberty, to vote and say, okay, I decided not to vote. In fact, people deciding not to vote or wanting not to vote, it's another informal way of protesting. So why are people not voting?
But sorry to come in, Kayode.
It's tending to address, not trying to jail people who decided not to vote. It is unnecessary.
Okay, I mean,
it's capitally unnecessary.
All right, now I believe that the reason for this is to sort of tackle the issue to a large extent of voter apathy, where year on year we keep seeing that number drop, right? Yes, there's the issue of trust that you feel it should be addressed from the root cause. But don't you also think that bills like this would sort of make Nigerians to become not just conscious of their political environment, but also be involved? I mean, if you are not part, of the process, some will tell you don't even have the right to complain.
Mr. Labor, Nigerians have been participating in electoral processes in the past. We could recall how June 12th, the 1993 general elections all occurred. But I can tell you presently, Nigerians have lost interest in election as it should be. That's why I came up with the idea of we addressing the factors that demobilizes Nigerians for voting, which are security, lack of political education, the trust in the electoral processes, all and all. Those are the issues we need to tackle first. There are a lot of Nigerians, as I speak to you, they believe that their vote don't count any longer. How do they arrive in that situation? How do they arrive in that, thoughts? Those are the issues we need to address. Not trying to, force people, who decided not to vote. Like I said, it's another informal way of protesting. That no, these candidates that are coming out, none of these candidates I will vote for, because none of these candidates possesses the criteria that I want, as a voter, or what I'm expecting from them. You don't expect people who doesn't believe in the leadership or ruling of APC, and in their respective area, all the candidates, other political party feeded, they are not interested. You can't force such a person to vote. So trying to jail people who does not vote or finding them is as if you are just trying to repress them. Like I said, it is out of their liberty to vote and not to vote. So let the government of the country, let the INEC be transparent enough. Let the electoral processes be open enough to the people. The government should ensure that there is security. Let me bring this up. There are some areas that people wish to come out to vote, but because there's no security at this present age, we are still experiencing a situation whereby ballot snatching, gun shooting at polling units, all and all, without security. In fact, there are some situations, there are some polling units that police will be there, thugs to invade. They will pick up the they'll pick up the ballot papers, ballot boxes, and all. Whoever who tries to confront them, they shoot the person. We have a lot of cases like that. So let the government ensure, let the INEC ensure that all these are tackled. Not the the House of Rep trying to jail or suppress people. It is their right not to vote. In the last Kogi election, Dino Melai, I don't think he has voter's card. He didn't vote. And when he came out, he said it is out of his right. People should be able to express their right either at the right time or the other time. So it's unnecessary that the Senate are passing such a bill that people should be jailed. As I speak to you, the Lagos election is coming forth. You will see what happened. You will see what happened in the Lagos. But that's why I said there are a lot of factors that need to be tackled.
Okay, so right now, what you're
on election day, there are some youth who still believe that let us go and play football, let us go and watch movie, all and all, because they've lost trust and interest in the processes. We've seen a situation whereby figures are doctored, record sheets are tossed away. Different figures comes up at polling. Counting stations. So all these are the factors that demobilizes people from voting. Not,
all right, you've listed quite a number of problems. Kade, please, 1 moment. You've listed the number of problems, and from what you're saying that this particular bill is like putting the cart before the horse. There needs to be addressing the core issues that sort of border around trust, which can be linked to voter apathy and all of that. But let's also look at the role of political parties. You're a member of a political party. You are the biggest. Political parties are the biggest beneficiaries during elections. And to a very large extent, too, they're also culprits and culpable of many of these malpractices. So, as a party man yourself, how do you feel political parties can address these problems that you've listed?
Thank you very much. Like I said, there is need for political education. Taking a look at the political parties in Nigeria today, there are political parties of zero, aside the African National Congress, apathy, there are political parties of zero ideology. There are people that manage party A and when they feel that, okay, nothing is happening in party A for them, they move to party B. That is, that is where we need to talk about political party ideologies. Political parties benefit from, voter apathy. And taking a look at the political parties that benefit in this case, they are not the party that people really wished, to be they are not the actual party that people really wanted to vote for. So the people that, enjoy this same PDP, APC, and Labour Party or whatever. So when we are talking about, addressing these issues, I agree that parties benefit, party benefits or enjoy, voter apathy. And who are the people causing this voter apathy? It is not people in power. It is not people who are managing or running, the affairs of the country, INEC, all and all. So we can't just say, okay, the party, that are contesting should neglect their role. Party will campaign, definitely. But at the same time, Nigerian people should look at political parties.
Maybe I should put the question this way.
With solid ideological template, which is very, very important.
Okay, so maybe I should put the questions this way. I'll rephrase the question this way. How, as a party man, how do you think parties can play within the rule of the game? Many of this vote buying, violence, and what have you that you've listed and mentioned are usually carried out or sponsored by parties. Not even the government, the umpire, talking about INEC. When you do the tracing, vote buying, you see is a particular party trying to outbid the other, which of course is usually the case. If it's violence, the thugs that come in, if you do your due diligence, you find out that they are linked to a party. So how, as a party person, from an insider perspective, how do you feel that these issues can be nipped in the bud? Do you think technology should be deployed? Do you think there should be stricter rules for parties as against people that don't come out to vote?
Well, we should, in this kind of scenario, we should look at the other side. Why not, we go fully into electronic voting, where people can sit at the comfort of their house and cast their votes? I think this will reduces a lot of the dramas we have on election days and during campaigns. In fact, doing that alone, a lot of things will be put in place. So nobody will have the fear that, okay, I want to go and vote, I'm scared of being attacked or so. You can vote at the comfort of a house. So we should also encourage electronic voting. That is one solution to this situation. And two, the umpire, who happens to be the INEC, they should be transparent enough. They should be prepared enough. All the processes have to be transparent. But what we see is that they give rooms for these political parties, this APC and PDP, to perpetrate whatever evil they have in their coven. And let's not forget, who appoints all these people? They are still the same people in PDP or in APC that are in power. So all these things, which and when people come up with the debate of maybe the INEC chairman should not be appointed by the president, or the INEC chairman should be like a job, or should be like a job or a role where people apply openly. All these issues, all these debates are genuine, because Nigerian, you can't say, okay, when the president appointed the electoral chairman, then we definitely dance to the tone of the party who appointed him. And let not forget all these residential electoral commissions we have in all these states. How are they been appointed? All these processes need to be questioned. Not just when people come out and vote. They are the ones that gives room for all this. Vote buying. How many people have they gone to jail? The people that they arrested during Edo election, where are they today? You know, there are a set of people in power, and once the election is over, they get out their people. There are no, you know, serious consequences, and that is what that is how or why they go, you know, with it.
All right,
so I can tell you, if we can, you know, go in fully into electronic voting, or the electronic voting, diaspora voting, all and all, I can tell you all this will reduce.
All right.
You won't be scared. You won't be scared to go out on the day of election. That okay, so that you won't be shot, so that police will not harass you, so that, you know, so that thugs will not, you know, slap you, all and all. So all these issues will be minimized. So those are the issues that we expect the revs to tackle, not trying to jail, you know, or find people who decided not to vote on election day, because it is out of their liberty to come out and vote, and at the same time their liberty not to vote as well.
All right, thank you so much, Kyle.
I think I love that video because, first of all, I have to make them know that their vote is counting. INEC should ensure that every vote counts and give people, and give the number, the exact number of people that voted. Maybe they vote for this candidate 1 million. Give the person the 1 million. Let's know that this person will won the election based on people that supported him. Because right now we cannot even boast or say that the APC won because people that supported him. Because we all know how everybody was shouting P2B, and then we all know how people even won in the other states, and then we all also know how they gave us the different results from what was uploaded, and then what they gave us was different. So that was the proof that these people did not even count our vote, and that our vote did not even count. And then you are trying to force it. Doesn't make any sense. But let me get to views as my viewers in the comment section. Let me not think about this in the comment. But to me, I don't think it's a nice bill to be accepted that everybody must vote, or else you'll be jailed and pay a fine of 100,000 naira. I think is too much. It's too much. Let me go to views in the comment section. Guys, made a video.